What's up guys, this is Josh back with another video and welcome back to the channel. And today we have some news to discuss that has been causing ripples in the Linux community. Now Red Hat, a prominent player in the open source world, has recently made a significant change in their approach to providing the source code for their flagship product, which is Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL. Let's talk about it. So check this out. The folks at RHEL Linux, a project that's aimed to create a distribution compatible with RHEL, expressed their disappointment with Red Hat's views that they do not find value in a RHEL rebuild. RHEL also highlights their commitment to open source principles, reproducibility, and transparency in decision making. They also emphasize that no single company should hold a project hostage and strive to maintain stability and accessibility for all. However, Red Hat moves to limit access to the source code has impacted the process of obtaining the necessary code for projects like RHEL Linux. Previously, they relied on CentOS Git repository, but since it no longer hosts all the required versions, they now have to gather the code from multiple sources, including CentOS Stream, upstream packages, and RHEL SRPMs. Now, additionally, Red Hat's terms of service and end user license agreement has raised concerns among the open source community. These agreements attempt to hinder customers from exercising their rights guaranteed by the GPL. And RHEL Linux firmly believes that such agreement violates the spirit of open source, and they refuse to comply with them. Now, in response to these challenges, the RHEL Linux team has explored alternative methods to obtain the source code. They mentioned two approaches in their blog post. The first method involves using UBI container images, which are based on RHEL and available from various online sources. The second method leverages pay-per-use public cloud instances, allowing anyone to spin up RHEL images in the cloud and obtain the source code for all packages. These methods are made possible by the power of the GPL, which ensures the redistribution of GPL software cannot be prevented. Also, RHEL Linux asserts their commitment to open source and their right to obtain source code without compromising their principles or agreeing to limitations imposed by the terms of service or the end user license agreement. And I know this kind of sounds like an ad for RHEL Linux, but I really like RHEL Linux as a distribution because they remain dedicated to open source and the enterprise Linux community. And they also encourage contributions and highlight the various ways individuals can join and support their efforts, just like a lot of other open source projects. It's just, I think RHEL Linux is leading the charge. So how will this situation affect open source in the future? Well, Red Hat's decision to limit access to the source code of RHEL raises questions about the direction of open source and the balance between commercial interests and the principles of openness and accessibility. It also prompts discussions about the role of downstream distributions and their relationship with upstream projects. So as the open source community adapts to these changes, it will be fascinating to see how projects like RHEL Linux, as well as Elma, overcome the challenges and continue serving the interests of the broader community. Ultimately, the spirit of open source and the power of the GPL will continue to drive innovation and collaboration in the Linux world. So that's all for today's video. I hope you found this discussion informative and thought-provoking. So go down and share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content related to open source and Linux. Until next time, keep embracing the power of open source, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and of course, keep it techie.